Okay, if you have the patience, this is going to be a really good video. I'm literally going to outline exactly how I'm going to make $1 million in 2025. In 2024, my company's made about $300,000, so this is a 3.5x. And I'm going to dive into literally what the constraints are, how we're going to solve it, how we're going to fix it, how we're going to make more money, and how I'm going to make $1 million in 2025. Okay, this is not going to be a crazy edits, so just if you don't have the goldfish brain and brain rot, you should be fine. So I have two offers, and we're going to start with the coaching offer. I have a coaching offer, and I have an agency, okay? So let's start with the coaching business. The average coaching client right now, because this is the new business and I started it probably 5 months ago, the LTV is, let's just go 3K, okay? 3K AOV slash LTV, whatever, same shit. Okay, so here's the current funnel for most coaching offers and what I'm currently doing and where I've seen success, because my follower count for a coach is super fucking low. I've gotten like 15 plus clients from X and I have less than 500 followers, okay? So imagine what will happen when I increase follower count. So the biggest constraint right now, and this is the current funnel that I'm currently doing, okay? It's content to DM setter with a setter, intro call, cash collected, okay? That is the current simple ass funnel for 99% of my coaching business. There's referrals, there's other things that come up. But this is basically it. And because it's so simple, we obviously can see that the top of the funnel, where everything comes from, is my content. The more exposure I have, the better my content gets. The more leads I have for the DM setter, the more intro calls I book, the more cash I make. It's very fucking simple, okay? So what we need to do is make better content. Better content equals more exposure, equals more call, or more DMs, equals more calls, equals more cash, okay? So I'm already at basically the max output of content per day, okay? Right now I'm doing 3 to 4 YouTube videos starting this past week. Weekly, 2 reels a day, 5 TikToks a day, 1 newsletter a day, 1 hour X plus LinkedIn a day. Okay. I'm basically maxing out output. So what needs to improve then is the quality. If I'm doing as much output as I possibly can, then the hooks and everything just needs to improve. So output is maxed, quality needs to increase. So what pieces of content increase the quality of the content, the reach, etc., right? Obviously, hooks, very important. Must improve, right? We all know that. Retention, must improve. Topics of content, making them bold and controversial, important, right? So we need to incorporate these things and improve upon them in real time. And when we do, we can 10x our lead flow, right? So let's say, for example, right now, 30 leads a day from content. And that's going to be a mixture of newsletter signups. That's going to be a mixture of likes, comments, follows on real short form content, X, whatever. Okay, let's just say 30 leads a day right now. And with 2,100 on Instagram, 470, like 480 on X, 330 on YouTube, 310 on TikTok. It's small numbers, right? Okay. So now let's say in the matter of 3 months, I'm able to double this or triple it, right? Let's say I go viral and I instantly have, let's say I have 10K on Instagram, 2K on X, 1K on YouTube, 1K on TikTok. Okay. So I more or less 4 or 5x'd my current follower count, my current engagement, my current exposure, etc. Okay. So that's generously 120 leads now a day, right? Simple numbers, 4x. From those 120 leads, we're going to send 120 DMs. And let's say my setter sets 10 to 15 appointments. Probably 10. That's fine. And then I'm going to close 5 of them. Let's say 3 just in case I'm unqualified. I close 3. Super simple. Okay. That equals 10K. Cash collected. But this is a day. This is the power of more exposure. This is a day, right? And obviously there's fluctuation, there's weekends, there's things that are going to happen, whatever. And I'm also going to have the time constraint of not being able to do a lot of one-on-ones, obviously. But that's what 10K a day looks like. You have 120 leads, you send 120 messages, you set 10 appointments with qualified people, you close 3. My close rate for coaching is around 50% though. At 3K a piece, let's fix that. It is 9. Okay, 9K cash collected. And let's just say generously, we're closing, I don't know. 9K a week is 36 grand a month. But this will probably be closer to like 40 to 50K a month. But by just improving content, reach, exposure, everything, and selling a high ticket item to a qualified audience, right? And obviously, the next constraint as that grows is my time. So we'll need change business model to course plus group coaching because I obviously can't fulfill all this one-on-one. But that's fine because a really banger course provides a lot of value. So then my time's unlimited, right? Then I can scale this to the moon. But let's say half of my monthly income to $1 million a year is through this program and through coaching, group coaching, because I'm fucking ramming output. I have a setter going crazy. I'm increasing my lead flow every single day, and I'm closing deals. Now, I also have an agency. Okay, so agency business, and that's going to be like a 5K ticket, average ticket. And right now, it's mainly outbound. And so we'll go outbound, setter does that, to nurture, to intro call, to nurture, to what the fuck is going on? To close call, cash collected. Okay. Now, there's 2 things that are constraining this. The main one is exposure, right? The more volume we can do, the more calls we can get. Just very, very basic with our simple numbers. Close rate right now is 25%. And also it's a time constraint on me because I can't go full throttle because I'm currently removing myself from the sales process. So constraint 1, just like the constraint up here was content, we just need to figure out the bottleneck and just do it better. So constraint 1 is exposure. Solution, and this is already in motion, is I hired an email guy full-time to manage inbox, get more up and running. And I also hired a sales consultant from, actually I can't say the company, but I hired a sales consultant to revamp our touch points, our scripts, our cadence, everything. Okay. Sales consultant to make processes and scripts tighter and higher converting. Email marketer to basically 100x volume, which is great. So if I increase my processes, my scripting, and my conversions, and I increase my volume, that looks good. That's going to look like a lot more calls, a lot more closes. Now, constraint 2 with this, is this still in frame? Yeah, it is. Okay. Now, constraint 2, how long is this fucking video? 8 minutes. Yeah, this will be short. Constraint 2 is my time. So right now I'm doing all the closing calls, but obviously when this gets implemented, which is going to be in the next week, it's impossible with the coaching calls. So constraint 2, and I've already done this, is I hired a closer. He's very vetted, very, very capable guy, and he's going to handle full cycle. Okay, so he's going to be on the intro call. He's going to be on the closing call. He'll obviously shadow me. There's going to be a training period. There's SOPs, all that stuff. When you bring somebody on, I'll create another video about that. But this is going to be massive because he's going to be full cycle. He's going to be able to nurture. He's going to be able to take all the closing off my back. And he's basically unlimited with his time in terms of volume he's able to handle. Like he can handle 30 calls a week. No problem. So, great. Hired a closer. Time constraint solved. So let's say with our new method, instead of booking 5 to 10 appointments a week, we're booking 15 to 20. Let's say it's conservatively 15 to 20 appointments per week. And I can say that because we have social proof, big name testimonials, case studies. I have a business personal brand on LinkedIn, etc. Right? So this might be uncommon volume for a lot of other people, but our companies can do this. So 20 calls booked. Let's say 15 show. Both the ones that show will be qualified because we pre-qualify them. And let's say my closer closes 4. Yeah. 3 to 5 deals per week. Okay. At 5K times 4 equals 20K a week. Okay. This is when the system is up and running. So the next constraint is going to be more team members, fulfillment, but we're not going to get into fulfillment today. But these are averages, right? And some weeks will be maybe 5K, and some one deal, and some weeks will be 25K or whatever. But on average, feasible to do 40 to 50K a month. Again, right now we're averaging 30K a month with both business models, and this is very feasible. Like I'm saying $1 million a year, like very like conservative, like 20 appointments per week, 15 show, you close 4, which is 25%. Yeah, you close 4, 20K a week on average, right? So this is the method, and you can do the same exercise to your own business. You can say, okay, this is my client acquisition process. This is exactly how I get clients. Where is the breakdown, right? The breakdown right now, candidly, for me with coaching is I need better content. I need a lot more exposure. I need to go viral. I need to have all this exposure because my sales process is pretty tight and it works. Again, I have a low follower count, but I've gotten over 20 coaching clients from X, Instagram, etc. So it's not the sales. So all we then know at that point is it's the content. I need more people because that's working and I'm getting results and I have testimonials, etc. So the content's the constraint. And so a lot of my time right now is going to content, including this video. When I look at the agency, the sales conversion is normal. The show-up rates are normal. People are happy with the service. So it's back to exposure. But it's not going to be content exposure. Obviously, yes, some will like filter into that. But the main stem is from outbound because I'm not running ads. So I need to increase the volume of the outbound. And I also need to increase the effectiveness of the outbound. And so I hired somebody to increase volume by basically 100x. And I also hired a sales consultant to increase the effectiveness of the outbound. And then I knew that solution to that problem is going to cause another problem, which is why I already hired a closer. And I know that that the solution to this problem up here with more leads is going to cause a time constraint. So I already am working on a course. Every solution creates a new problem. So you just fix the problem. And this is really it. I have a newsletter. There's some leads will come from there. I'm still going to be filtering. I'm also going, just as a buffer, also going to be introducing lower ticket programs and digital products to just have under my umbrella of personal brand as I grow my personal brand. Already working on that as well. That'll just be a buffer. Let's just say, I don't know, like 50K a year on that. And if you want to break down numbers, you could do 50K divided by, let's say the AOE for this is $50 equals 5,000 units. Yeah? Or, yeah, right? Has to be. Can't be less. 50,000 divided by 50. 100? No. 1,000. 1,000. Okay, that's super feasible. Right, because if I'm driving, by the end of the year, I should be driving in terms of traffic. Right now on Instagram, I'm driving a little over 100,000 impressions a month. So let's just say the traffic goes to total traffic, let's just 2 million across platforms. Converting 1,000 people a month, or totals, very feasible. What is that percentage? 0.2, whatever. This is how you break down the numbers and make things really predictable. I fully expect to make $1 million next year doing this. And obviously there's always hurdles. There's always things that happen that nobody expects and things go wrong and shit happens and people leave and you need to rehire, you need to redo things. Of course. That's why there's a buffer. That's why there's a buffer, right? Because currently with the numbers, this is 100K. This is 80K a month with agency, but like shit's going to happen. Shit is going to happen, right? So I'm just being very generous with the buffer. I need 86 grand a month to make $1 million a year. So with the 2 models, solving for constraints and just getting better at everything and doing everything more better. And also, from a personal standpoint, like I'm locking the fuck in. Locking in. Very minimal travel. Non-negotiables with content. Not missing a single day. Whatever. You know what I mean? So on a personal level, I'm also just locking the fuck in. Lots of work. Yeah. Simple. And this is part of what I do with my one-on-one coaches, one-on-one clients. Like if they have a business, we dissect it, we get under the hood, we look at the numbers, we say, how can we grow it? How can we get better? And then within each realm, right, you can even go deeper. So like very small example of this is like, I need to get better content to get more exposure for my coaching. What does that look like, right? What exact topics do we know are going to work? What hooks are working? And we analyze each piece of this to improve. So there's the overarching, then you go deeper, then you go deeper, then you go deeper with everything. But I hope you guys found this valuable. And I will document the process and you guys will see it in real time. See ya.